So this one's going to be a little bit different, okay? I know the last one you guys complained, we don't want to see you talking. We don't want to listen to you talking. We just want to see you doing stuff. Okay, well, I've got this trailer here. I think it's 34, 36 foot enclosed, right? And we moved shops. I think it's probably over a year ago now, maybe even just around a year, right? But this trailer has just been storage for us. So we got some shelving, E36 sedan hood. We got a seat. We got some doors. Got stacks of bumpers. Tons and tons and tons of E36 stuff. We got radiators. We got a toolbox. We got heads, tires, and trailing arms, and drive shafts, and that's an S50. That is a Nissan KA. You got alternators and AC components and fans and exhausts and all sorts of goodies in here, right? This is a trailer hitch for an E90 328 XI if anybody's looking for one of those. But like, it would be sweet if we could actually use this trailer for something besides storage, because it's a pretty big trailer. We could actually fit 2 cars in here and take them drifting, which would be amazing for me, being a person that doesn't have access to his own trailer. So yeah, I'm gonna take today to start. One, I want to get the S50 out of the back corner so that it can be put together with the head, because the head is back from the machine shop. We have all of the head gasket and new head bolts to go on it to make that a complete motor. And our backup car would be really awesome with an S50 and a ZF versus the 2.5 M52 and the Getrag that's currently in it. So today we're cleaning out, not really cleaning out, but more organizing and getting this trailer ready to be actually used. Because another thing that I needed to do is replace this panel, because somebody hit something with the trailer. So I have in the Scion some totes, and I'm going to start organizing these totes and putting stuff in the totes. So, I'll do like a tote for electrical connectors, and then like a tote for for AC stuff, and then a tote for like blah 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 blah. You get the picture. So I just grabbed whatever totes they had on the shelf. That was all of them. But also I want to take this shelving home and set it up in my home garage, because now that I have the dirt bike in my home garage, I need something in the home garage to actually organize my stuff. So I guess that's enough talking, and I'm just gonna get to it. I do have my GoPro here, so I am going to just have you guys follow me around with that thing so I can have access to both of my hands. Okay, bye. So I guess first things first, let's start throwing some tires out. Or, I guess I don't want to take anything out of it because we're kind of far away from where we stack the bad tires. And I mean, I could take trash out because we're near the dumpster, but anything that is going to be going either into the shop or into the container or anywhere else besides the trash or in my totes needs to be in the trailer still, simply because I don't want to have to take it out to put it back in. So the tires are going to stay, and then it's just a matter of like organizing stuff so that it is better organized. So that can stay. This guy can just move. Full of ignition coils. More coil packs. So I guess, I mean, I could use this as a catch can in my car. I guess that would be kind of cool. So I'll keep this to the side. But the rest of this is honestly, I have a friend that I'll give that to. And then I guess the rest of this I'll just keep as like scrap metal. This can go in the trash. This can go in the trash. This empty box can go in the trash. This can go with this manifold. Oh, on the ground. But yeah, I guess that can just be scrap, used as scrap. I'm sure I'll find a use for it eventually, but like I don't have anything that this is gonna fit, nor am I gonna build anything that it's gonna fit. So like kind of pointless for me to keep it binned up like this. I'm just gonna utilize this bin for organizing the rest of my stuff. All right, so I know it may not look like much, but I made a pretty decent dent in this area. Well, let me back it up for you guys. In this area, I'm not going to bring the radiators and that type of cooling stuff out yet because I don't really have a place for it. I need more milk crates for my knuckles and brake parts. These are all plastic trim and bumper pieces. Those are all bumper supports, like the shock absorbers for the accidents. That is a bumper crash support. All bumpers, doors. Again, I don't really have a spot for these yet, so they're just gonna stay here until we can pull the trailer somewhere closer to where they're going to end up. So exhausts, the headers are for the S50, so they can stay here. All of this stuff is for the S50, so it can stay here. Again, heavy stuff, big stuff. I don't really have a spot for it yet, so it's just going to stay here. But basically all the stuff in the front can stay. That's all fine. That stuff is fine. Those are Nissan coils and hubs. Heat shields, again, big stuff. I don't really have a spot for it yet, so it's going to stay. But as far as like organizing my parts, again, bigger stuff, I don't really have a spot for it, but it can, you know, hang out here. I've got 2 of these AC fans. This one's got a condenser on it. I've got 3 of the supports for them. And then this is basically what I have done. This is all like random floor mats and stuff from different cars, random ratchet straps that I found, obviously the Subaru parts, the random scrap metal. This is all like aftermarket stuff that I have had that I would like to like have on my shelf, because it's nice when you're working on stuff and you need parts and you're like, oh hey, look it, I just have that right over there on the shelf. Especially these AN lines, because I just bought a pack of Dash 10 AN line and fittings for my car, and guess what I found in the trailer when I went to clean the stuff out? A bunch of Dash 10 line. So I really only needed fittings. I had all the line that I needed, but hey, whatever. It is what it is. I still have the extra stuff. Sway bars for E36s. I've got 3 fronts and 3 rears. And if you'll notice, there is a difference between sway bars. See this one? It's got a blue on it. And this one's got, these 2 are red, right? So the blue, I believe, is convertible. I'll have to double check on the convertible I have in the shop right now. But if you can see how much thicker this one is compared to these other 2, which are both marked with a red. So I believe that these red ones came off of a sedan, and I believe the blue came off of a convertible. Obviously, don't quote me on that. I'm not exactly sure, but I believe that is the case from the cars that I've parted out. So I think that's pretty cool. I am going to be putting sway bars back on my car, because I haven't been drifting with sway bars for a while now, so I do want to try that. If you have an E36 and you took the air conditioning off, I have everything you need to put the air conditioning back on, down to a blower motor. I even have the HVAC system out of a convertible if you so need it. But anyway, let's go through what I've got here. This is all air conditioning components. I got a compressor and on some lines and a dryer and blah 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 blah, right? This is all hoses and coolant stuff. This is all interior pieces, which, yes, I know I need more totes, but this is just to at least get some sort of organization in it. This is just like a miscellaneous box of stuff. I've got intake, I've got wiper reservoir, I've got a wiper motor, I've got door window regulators, I've got a shifter arm and linkage. Such a random assortment of parts, just because I don't have enough totes to organize it all. But like rubber stoppers for the springs, a bunch of different trims, horns, bumper mounts, just tons of random stuff. And then this bin is another of the same thing, but this one is all like engine based stuff. So it's got like a the electronic what's that word? Yeah, I don't know what that word is. Traction control. So that limits the throttle. Got some MAF sensors, a bunch of plastics that go in the engine bay, some boots, some ECU covers, and then this one is all like electronics. Got some speakers, got some amps, got a radio, some lights, blah 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 blah. And then this is all engine based stuff, but electronic engine based stuff, which actually this is an electronic engine based stuff, so it should go in here. Got some alternators, got some secondary air pumps, and then some idle air control valves. I got 3 of those, and then a million OBD1 coil packs. Yeah, fun stuff. So basically the goal now is remove these shelves, separate them, because you'll notice there's these shelves, which are longer and gray colored, and then there's these shelves, which are shorter and black colored. And if you look in here, black, gray. So I need to go through this mess and separate them so that I can bring the gray ones home with me and set those up in my garage at home. But at least most of the parts are separated, right? So I'm going to take the gray ones, put them all in my car, and then once I have this all separated and moved around, I can take the totes and slide them up against this wall for easy removal when we're finally ready to move the trailer. So that actually didn't really take me as long as I thought it was going to, but I do wish that I was able to get my hands on more totes just so that I could organize stuff a little bit better. Yeah, I have so much E36 stuff. So please, if you have an E36 and you need parts, you need wiring connectors, you need pigtails for anything, don't hesitate to reach out. I have so much E36 stuff. I don't even know what to do with it. I'm super reasonable on pricing. I don't try to hit people over the head with the pricing because I want the prices of these parts to stay relatively low. And if everybody continues to sell the parts relatively low priced, they will continue to stay relatively low priced. So don't be stingy with your parts. Sell them to people that need them for a reasonable price. Okay, first things first. The gray is what I'm looking for. Bam! So just like that, we got the shelves, we got the supports, we've got the long way shelf supports, the short way shelf supports, and the corner brackets. All of the plastic that is supposed to go in the corners and on the top and the bottom, blah blah blah. Some of that is probably not for this shelf, and it's probably for those shelves. But I'm hot, and I'm not gonna go through that here. So I'm gonna take it all home, build the shelf. Whatever's left over will come back here so that this shelf can be built. So now I just need to slide all of this stuff back into here and I'm good to go. Because it is hot as in this trailer, let me tell you. And I definitely need some water. So we'll get to that. Yeah. And just like that, we are home in the home garage with the KLR, and the shelf is set up and starting to be filled. Started to put some of the KLR stuff on here. There's the gas tank that came on the bike, the seat from the bike, and this is the gas tank that I'm replacing it with. I'm probably gonna paint it white, but I don't really know yet. I kind of want to get the bike like up and running before I really worry about like how it looks. I got a new rear wheel for it because this one that is on the bike, I was just gonna spin it, but I remembered that I have the front sprocket off and the chain is off, so I actually don't want to spin the rear wheel. But putting stuff on the shelf, I realized I have some parts that can go on the bike. So you guys get to watch me do that. I just got to take these guys off. These two little Phillips head screws. One, 2, and that's the lens. And you can see that corner is broken off, and there is another crack going through it. But luckily, they still sell them brand new. So I got a new one. Bear with me, I do not have a tripod. Bam. Look at that. Brand new lens cover. How about that? Damn, look how nice that thing looks. Now the rest of the bike looks like junk. Nice little quick upgrade with good results. Makes you feel good.